All right, so here's the quotient rule. And so if I look at this, I have my bottom of my function, and I have the v, and my top, which is u. So when I find the derivative, I always do the bottom of my function. I take it and I square it, and then I write it down again. And I'm going to write it down with an exponential as opposed to square root. So I've done no calculus at this point. Now I'm going to start to apply the rules of calculus. So then it's going to be times 3, pull it down. The 3 pulls down. The power rule says 2 times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of that is 1. And then subtract. Don't forget to subtract. I can write down the top of the function times it by the derivative of the bottom. Well, just remember this is x plus 2 to the 1/2. So the 1/2 comes down, and then I have x plus 2 to the exponent negative 1/2, subtracting 1 from 1/2, times the derivative of the inside, which is 1. And so when I factor it completely, at the bottom I know the square root and the square cancels. And so now when I have this, I know that I have here, there's a common factor. And then also in here, there's a common factor as well. And so if I use if I look at the yellow ones first, I pull out the exponent that is smallest. When I look at the two green ones, I pull out the exponent that is smallest. And then what's left, well, when I take out x to the minus 1/2 from here, I end up going 1/2, subtract a negative 1/2, which is 1/2 plus 1/2, which is to the power of 1. So this is to the power of 1. I don't need to write the parentheses though. Times, oh yes I do, because I have times 3, and I've pulled out the x minus 3. Subtract, well, x minus 3 squared pulled out. I'm going to have one of these left, minus 3 times the 1/2. And if I have one of these pulled out as well, that's pulled out here, so there's going to be 1 left. So then it's a matter of simplifying what I have. Well, I have x plus 2 to the negative 1/2, x minus 3 squared, and then I have 3x plus 6 minus 1/2 x, don't forget the minus to both of those, plus 3 over 2 over x plus 2. Well, this is negative. I can pull this to the bottom. This is to the power 1. When it comes down, I'm going to add the 2 together. So on the bottom, it's going to be x plus 2 to the 3/2, x minus 3 squared. 3 minus 1/2 is 2.5, so 2.5x. 6 plus 1.5 is going to be plus 7.5. And this here is fully factored and the derivative. So the key is you pull out common factors, and you always pull out the smallest exponent that is there.